Hello everyone, Charcoal here. As you may have heard by now, Wings of Fire Book 16 is in the works, titled The Hybrid Prince, and currently slated for a release date of March 3rd, 2026. And we have some info on it now, as Tui herself read out an excerpt from the book at all 5 Wings of Fire Fanwing Fests throughout May and June of this year. This video is my opportunity to take a close look at the info we have and try to guess what the plot of this book might be, similar to the video I did on Book 15 a few years ago. Let's start by going over what we currently know. It has been confirmed that the protagonist of The Hybrid Prince is Clay's brother Umber. Last time we saw him in Book 6, he fled Jade Mountain Academy with his sister Sora after she set off a bomb in the History Cave, killing 2 students. They were never seen again in the rest of the second arc, or all of the third one. They were just on the run, out there, somewhere. With their upcoming appearance in this book, this plot thread will finally be picked up again after 10 main series books and over 11 real-life years. Longtime fans have been foaming at the mouth for this for so long, and it's finally almost here. As for the contents of the excerpt itself, Umber and Sora have presumably been on the run for at least a little while, the exact time frame isn't clear yet, before meeting a dragon named Malberry. And just to be clear, Malberry has been confirmed to be a male character. Malberry brings them south, and after a few days of flying, they reach a large island about the quarter of the size of Pyria, where Malberry introduces the Mudwings to his mother, Queen Beryl. Umber questions if Sora is too dangerous to let stay there, but Beryl doesn't seem too concerned. Malberry, meanwhile, seems worried about something else, but doesn't say what. And that's where the excerpt ended. If the name Beryl sounds familiar, then you've probably read A Guide to the Dragon World. In this book, Prince Vermilion of the Skywings sends Starflight some documents to include in the guidebook, one of which being the late Queen Scarlet's kill list. On this list is an unknown Skywing named Beryl, and Vermilion left a note saying that he didn't know who they were, but hoped they were safe now that Scarlet was dead. In the excerpt, it's confirmed that Beryl is a woman and is currently the queen of this isolated island kingdom, and Tui has confirmed that this is a peaceful kingdom of hybrids. This makes Malberry the titular hybrid prince, but we don't know what tribe his other half is yet. But that concludes all of the confirmed information that we have right now. Everything from this point on is pure speculation. First of all, I think the story of the arc as a whole can't be predicted right now. We know too little about it, we don't have a prophecy yet, and even if the Hybrid Kingdom remains a central location throughout, I don't think any conflict fully contained within it would be enough to carry a whole arc. It could carry just Book 16 though. Looking at the previous 3 arcs, we can see a pattern in each of the first books. Book 1 immediately sets up that our main characters are going to have to find a way to end the War of Sandwing Succession, but the book itself ultimately focuses on them escaping from the Sky Kingdom. Book 6 introduces Darkstalker to us as a character, and it's obvious he's going to be the villain later, but the book ends up being about finding out which student at Jade Mountain is secretly working for Scarlet, and Darkstalker himself doesn't really do anything until Book 9. Book 11 makes it pretty clear that bringing down the rule of Queen Wasp is going to be the end goal, but for now they focus on the smaller goal of rescuing Luna from the Flamesilk factory. My point is, Book 16 will likely introduce the arc's main conflict, but we don't know enough to tell what it is yet, but it will also have a self-contained story that we can try to guess. First of all, Umber and Sora need to clash somehow. They've been together since running away from Jade Mountain, so the best way to introduce stakes into the story and have some good emotional conflict is to split them up. I'm not sure exactly how, but I can definitely see them taking to the Hybrid Kingdom differently. Umber feels more comfortable and bonds with Malberry, and let's be honest, we already know Umber is gay. Malberry is going to be his love interest for the book. Meanwhile, Sora feels like an outcast and that no one trusts her because of what she did at Jade Mountain. Beryl does seem to be coddling her, but maybe Sora will meet someone else, a new character, the villain of the story. I don't think Beryl or Malberry will turn out to be twist villains. I'm sure the antagonist of this book will be a new character. It could be someone who's secretly bent on getting revenge on whoever wronged them and forced them to flee here. Or if Beryl is a twist villain, that could be her motive too, making Sora a prime target to sway to her side, being in a vulnerable state and having done what she did at Jade Mountain as an act of revenge. revenge. Beryl loves her subjects, but secretly wishes vengeance upon Scarlet for whatever happened between them, or she could want to help Sora finally kill Icicle. It's entirely possible that nobody here knows Scarlet is dead because we don't know how much time has passed. Tui did say she wanted to focus on the newer generation, so if dragons like Cliff or Bumblebee are going to be protagonists later on, we need a few years time skip for them to be old enough for that. But based on the excerpt, it doesn't seem to have been that long since Umber and Sora left the academy. It could be that this section is from the prologue, and the first official chapter will take place a few years later after they've mostly settled into the kingdom. Could be that they already spent years hopping around Pyria but never staying in one place for long, and they only now ran into Malberry. Whatever the case may be, this is about all the ideas I have so far. I'm not necessarily trying to write my own story with this video, just trying to make some predictions based on what we know, which is unfortunately very little. Like I've said before, given how Arc 3 ended, I am cautiously optimistic for this new chapter in Wings of Fire's history, but I'm still excited. If anything I said in this video actually happens in the book, that would be a pleasant surprise, but we'll just have to wait and see when it comes out. Thank you for visiting Charcoal's Den, and I'll see you all in the next video. Special thanks to my supporters on Patreon. If you want to support the channel, you can pledge at the link in the description for perks such as your name in the credits and early access to new videos.